Yeah, it's like stuck on starting soon, and I can't get it off. There we go. Finally. Alright, hello everyone and welcome to tier number 4, round 8 here. We're in Austria, the beautiful Spielberg, Red Bull Ring. Got a couple laps on the board, already 10 people setting some lap times now. We've got Axel F, gonna be the first one that we can ride on board with here to start the stream all the way up. I got the light stream all working somehow. There was a bit of a struggle, and hopefully the rest of the overlays work for your enjoyment at home.
Not a lot of people on track yet. Well, at this moment, Caesar's gonna complete a lap.
Very wide out of sector 2.
3.8.
And elects to yeet it back to the pit lane and taps the wall in the process. Luckily for him, no damage to that car, it seems, somehow, some way out of that. Mitch starting a lap now as well. Just runs a bit too hot on the exit, and it's just going to be invalid for Mitch here. See if he elects. Yeah, he's going to elect to come back to the pit lane and start it over. Teammate Mitchie yet to set a lap time. 12th place currently as it stands. Keeps nice and tidy. And just keeps it. Yep. Keeps it valid. He'll have a lap time put on the board. What will it be? It'll go right to the top, 103.471. Very good start for Mitchie's evening, or well, afternoon over there in Upside Down Land. Swanson now, currently P6 on his opening lap time. Now the second two split up about 2.5 tenths. Gonna put him into the .3s if he keeps it up through sector 3 here. And we'll put him up 4 tenths. And goes up to 4th place now. Good effort from the Ferrari driver. See if anyone else comes into the line. That'll be Chunky Snags now on the in lap. Must have screwed up the lap somewhere on this one. Mr. Titan getting a bit of a tow. Outrun Swanson. Again, Titan's looking for a big bounce back round this weekend. He's had a bit of struggles in the past couple races here in Tier 4. And now, an opportunity to try and vault himself back into that fight. 6th gear elected through the penultimate corner, flies over the curb, but it actually stays valid. Does he improve on this one? And he marginally does, up to 7th now, just jumping ER10 in the Williams. So far. First, if you discount all the guys who've set 1-minute 3s to this point.
Some very competitive lap times for Tier 4. A low 3.
Yeah, low 3. I think as we go tomorrow, probably going to be seeing a lot of 2s with Tier 2 and 1, and then 5 and 6. We'll see if anyone can sneak into the 3s in Tier 5. I think they might be able to.
Yeah, last race in Tier 3 about 2 hours ago, I think, or 3 hours ago. At full time was a 3 dead. So, oh, look at limit. Let me just cross the line. 103.476. That's 500s. Not 500. 5,000s away from Mitchie's time.
Yeah, that's another thing with Austria. Is such a quick lap time around here. It becomes super close in qualifying. The smallest of margins decide the fate of your lap, basically, and where you fall. You could be 2nd, you could be all the way down in 7th, depending on the 10th of a second that you're in.
Not a lot of corners here, so every corner counts.
Yeah, every corner, it does count around here. I believe it's FIA counts 10 corners or 11 around here. I had my, what's it called? I had my track map up earlier. I was looking at it, just cannot remember. 10 corners, it counts. 2 in Sector 1, then another 4 in Sector 2, and another 4 Sector 3.
Math.
Math is hard sometimes.
Sometimes.
Up on board. Oh, there's Waldo in the racing point, and he's one of the two yet to set a lap time, electing 5th gear through the penultimate corner, keeping it super stable.
Ooh.
Down to 4th, and just runs it wide. Oh, so close. But that would have been a 4.3. That would have been around 12th place around Axel at the moment. And that's the thing, especially with this racetrack, that final corner, just nipping that outside curb or taking too much of the inside one.
Yeah.
It not only invalidates the current lap you're on, it invalidates the next one as well, which makes it super difficult around here because you just want to take as much speed as you can, but you also need to find that balance of I need to get through the corner to set the keep the lap valid. And it's so difficult to get that balance just right sometimes.
Yeah, and I have a feeling we're gonna see a lot of penalties involving corner cutting around here. Track limits are very strict, so drivers are gonna have to watch out and be careful. Last race in Canada, we saw I think it was, oh yeah, I don't think you know, Ax, but Reptile won because he got a penalty removed. So
really,
yeah, and Whiffy's not attending, so that doesn't help him either if he wants to fight for the championship. But yeah, I don't think Austria is very different from Canada involving track limits. So
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that.
yeah.
It's almost as difficult to hook up our lap around here, even though this lap's so short, almost sub 1 minute. How fast these F1 cars are nowadays. And yeah, the curbs around here don't help your case because they're relatively flat and they don't really it's not like a Zandvoort where it'll push you off the curb, it'll punch you the wrong way. But they kind of just, your car kind of floats onto it and you just forget that, oh hey, I have to keep a tire within the white line here. As we watch Ronnie, unfortunately, can't get it right out of turn 1. His teammate though, Wilka, does, and trying to grab a little bit of slipstream down to turn number 3, which is the hairpin. Down on his time currently. Ooh, a little snap of oversteer as well. Out of the hairpin, so difficult to get that power down. We'll even see some of the guys tomorrow as well struggling to just nail the throttle through there, punch it. And just how difficult it is, how slow you're going, and you gotta get up to speed as fast as you can because there's another long straight coming down to turn number 4.
Reptile's gonna set a lap time. Last race winner. Those pole.
And he's gonna go up to the top. Again, another one into the 103.4, as that's 3 people now in the top 3. And Wilka down on his time, did not improve, unfortunately. No limit through the final corner is valid, keeps it clean out of the final corner.
There
is
you
it gonna
go.
be pole?
That's
Yes, it is.
Into the 3s.
3.378 for no limit, no EQL on the controller, looking mighty fine today around Austria.
Very competitive lap times here.
Ooh, groggy snap of oversteer on his way through turn number 1. Gonna be trying to nab some slipstream. As Ron wants to retire 6th, will be the best for him today as we're winding down to final runs of qualifying now. Groggy electing for the esports line into turn number 4. Don't see a lot of the lower tier drivers try to use these lines, but it's always nice seeing them experiment with the track limits. And Groggy is valid. Oh, there's Waldo, sets a lap, and that'll be good enough for P7 on the board at the moment with a 3.718. Now Groggy through the final corner. Does he improve on his current 103.8? Does not look like it, down 9/10. And he will be going again in an attempt to try and get a little bit more track position. Axel just vaulted himself up to 10th. Caesar, yet to set a lap time at the moment, is going through sector 1. Mitch on the out lap. Chunky also on the out lap. Mitchie on an out lap. So everybody coming out now. This must be it. Some of these guys, if they get to the line in time, they might be able to get 2 runs in just in case they stuff up their first one a little bit. Because, again, because of how short this racetrack is, it's very easy to do 2 qualifying laps on these tires and get them decently far into the race. But Titan starting a lap as well. Adam, everybody's on a lap except for our retirees, No Limit. And Reptile 1 and 2 are not going to be setting another lap in this session. They're going to be hoping that their .3 and .4 are enough to hold that front row of the grid, but we'll see in a couple moments time here. As Adam has spun out of the final corner, it looks to be, maybe caught the curb the wrong way in the penultimate corner. Incan Raptor coming now. He's going to be tight to the line here if he can get it. I believe he's going to be just fine starting a lap.
Bit close there.
Next, yeah, it would have been Mitch, who does not finish the lap time. Mitchie up next, now through the final corner. Mitch, does he have enough for pole? It is enough for pole at the moment. 103.340, dead on the time. Chunky Snags does not improve. Titan only good enough for 13. Will have the alternate strategy at his hands today, but not what he would have wanted, I believe. My Ferrari camera angle is still my old one, so
Groggy
apologies.
is the next one to cross the line. Doesn't improve.
Groggy not improving on the time. Caesar trying to... He has set a valid lap time now. It'll be good enough for 15th place, pushing Incan Raptor, who's up 3/10 on his current time, to be the last one to set a lap here.
Top 3 are really close, though.
Very close, yeah. Even, how many people, all the way down to 16th within a second, make it all 17 cars are within a second of the pole time. How about that?
A few races ago in Baku, Mitchie got pole here. That's the second pole in this season, and last time in Baku he won from pole, so maybe he can do it again.
Some good omen for Mitchie, maybe, from that front row starting position. No Limit keeps it on the front row. Broken Reptile, unfortunately for his case, gets dropped down to 3rd after not going out for a final time in that last 2-minute window. But it's going to be Mitchie stealing it as 3 Australians in that top 5. It's Mitchie, No Limit, Broken Reptile, Chunky Snags, OMG Ronnie running out your top 5. Ron Swanson versus the Americans in 6th. Oh, there's Waldo, Wilka, Groggy Oregano, and ARS Axel F rounds out your top 10. Mitch, Frizy, Titan, Incan Raptor, ER10, Caesar, and Adam close out your field. Everyone within 8.5 tenths of our pole time here today. So everybody saying relatively good laps here. And that shows how close it can be around this racetrack. Will be interesting because
Oh, sorry.
Waldo is, I believe he joined either this or last week.
Okay.
He's relatively new, and yeah, I was just looking at it and I realized the AlphaTauris are both technically on pole.
Oh, I see. Yeah, one's on the alternate strategy, and yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Mitch is 11th, and starting maybe on the medium compound tire. We'll be running. We'll see. We'll see what they elect to do, but you can run it long, medium to soft, and it'll work.
Yeah, medium soft I wouldn't say is as effective as other tracks, but hopefully, I guess, yeah, you can try. You can try. No safety cars.
Yeah, a virtual safety car around like lap 20 would really help those guys out on the mediums, because then you could probably take the softs to the end from there. And yeah, it's not like a Bahrain kind of thing where it's absolutely OP to be on those hard tires to start and go to the mediums at the end. But you know, it's not too bad around here, and it's something to think about when you're selecting your strategies. We'll see how many have decided. It's only going to be 2 people, and that'll be Mr. Titan and BRL Adams starting on the medium tires. Everyone else choosing the soft compound tires, but everyone outside the top 10 who's chosen the softs will be fresh sets if they have them available to them.
Michi's going to be under pressure by Limit and Reptile. Oh, Frizzy's disqualified. Oh my god, 3 drivers disqualified there, but...
Some kind of chaos in the back of the back of the field under the formation lap. And this track is small, but it's not that small, I think.
Yeah, it's just it has a lot of straights, that's what it has.
Yeah, it does. And the track width around here is pretty good as well. We usually see a good amount of battles.
Yeah.
This one's usually fun, as long as all 17 cars here aren't in a DRS track. Which I'm not going to say we won't see that, but I wouldn't expect it.
Alright, everyone's lining up on the grid.
Get ready. Round number 8. Michi looking to try and take his second win. No Limit, starting from where he finished in that Baku race behind Michi. So, a little bit of deja vu if you discount Canada. Reptile in 3rd, who won last time out of Canada. All these 3 look very good as we're getting ready for 5 red lights now.
Yeah, it's glitched. Oh no, never mind.
I don't think it is. Lights out, and away we go. Michi looks like he's gotten off to a good start, and so has No Limit. Reptile's gotten a little bit sluggish. Ronnie can't take advantage of it, as has everyone made it clean through turn 1. I believe I can say yes to that answer, but now here comes the hairpin, side by side for 3rd, 4th, and 5th place. Everyone's trying to get as much track position as they possibly can off this race start. That would be Waldo going a little bit wide, and Michi is going to maintain the lead. Oh, but No Limit almost goes to the back of him, but so far it looks so good for everyone, as I don't believe anyone has run too far out wide on this racetrack. No Limit's looking a bit sketchy here, and he's already out of ERS to use as I cursed it, I think.
You cursed it, come on, man.
Ron
no for wing damage though.
Yeah, no damage on that Ferrari, so he'll be able to continue on without making a pit stop if he chooses. And according to my game, it's already lap 3, so disregard that. It's not lap 3, it's only lap 2. DRS is not enabled this time by...
Oh, the standings are getting glitched again. Thought this was a patch, wasn't it?
Well, it was.
Oh, Michi's pulling away though.
That doesn't mean much. Yeah, I can't see the gap between Michi and No Limit. Actually, now there it is. 1 second. So he has actually pulled out the DRS advantage that No Limit would have been getting if he was within that 1 second, and he's actually just popped back into it right now. Must have had a good couple corners. He'll live to fight another day. Michi is going to have to hold off his hopes of getting out of the DRS range. Yeah, No Limit's going to be still just barely.
Someone has the time penalty already. It's lap 3. That's Waldo who has one.
Yeah, Waldo might have got a couple warnings from that excursion off the racetrack that you had pointed out, but
Oh yeah.
I don't think that would give him a full-on time penalty. So, unfortunately, he's going to be the first one to pick up those extra 3 seconds. Ron Swanson's into the pit lane. He's on the hard compound tire. We'll see how far he can take those to the race. He'll probably be hoping for a late race safety car to get him back into the game here, if he elects to stay in the race, that is. But looks pretty single file out front. We have a bit of a gap between Mitch in 7th and Wilka in 8th. Wilka has a bit of a train forming behind him as he runs a bit wide. No Limit setting your fastest lap of the race, closing in on Mitchie. Very close to the back of him. Now go on board. No Limit on the back of Mitchie using overtake. Coming in hot here. Mitchie's out of deployment. He's less than 10% battery. Here comes No Limit down the inside.
Oh!
And he makes contact. Mitchie spun him around. No Limit resets the racetrack. Decides that those extra seconds would be worth it at the end of the race, because that is going to be a penalty.
Yeah, and time gets another 3 seconds, so wow.
Chaos, and now that's brought Broken Reptile back into the mix. He's within half a second now of Mitchie for the race lead. Did Mitchie pick up any damage from that? I don't think he did.
His teammate, though,
front wing
Mitch, is doing
damage.
very well. I mean, he started 11th. He's up into 6th, sorry.
Yellow flag was for Caesar at the end of Sector 2 around that split line. Must have got caught on the curb. Incan Raptor picking up a penalty. We've already got 5 people now with penalties. Lap number 5.
Oh, there you go. Another one. I think this is worse than Canada already with the penalty-wise.
Yeah. Canada, it's chicanes compared to this where it's a lot of high speed. Very, like, you get...
Chunky's gonna go on his teammate, No Limit.
No Limit. It's feeling the effect of those tires after being spun around there by Mitchie. We'll see what the stewards have to say about that hole.
I think he's just lost his confidence there. Oh, I think he's lagging a bit.
Yeah, a bit of lag from No Limit, but it seems like he's stable enough to where he's not bouncing to Narnia and back. Pole time today was a 103.3 set by Mitchie. Next closest car was at the low end of the .4s.
Yeah.
No Limit seemed to got a bit of tire life back into those softs and is looking to take a podium place back from Ronnie. Ronnie's out of deployment. He's less than 10%. You can see that red light flashing on the back of that Haas. No Limit not close enough into the hairpin. We'll be trying again into turn 4 if he get the traction. And it looks like Ronnie's actually got that gap big enough to where he'll be A-OK for at least another lap. Jump a bit further back to Waldo in the racing point. He's got 4 cars in the train behind him. And this is for fringe points at the moment. Currently, Adam doesn't look too bad on the medium tire. No penalty yet for the Renault in P12, so could be one to watch later if you can keep it clean. Mitch picking up a time penalty is the highest currently with 1. Yeah, starting to settle down, a bit of a train forming, but now here comes No Limit to the inside. And he'll get that one done. Does Ronnie fight it back? He's got the DRS, but electing to hold off on the battery usage. And will stick behind. Maybe try and use No Limit, because he knows No Limit does have top 3 pace. No limit. Might be able to drag him along.
Oh, look
Two
at an
broken
Axel.
reptile.
Wilka and Axel.
Wilka and Axel side by side. Axel gets through. And Wilka's a bit wide as well. Caesar again spinning out of the hairpin. He's got a couple rough races in a row, I believe.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
This tier is you're not allowed to use traction control, so could be an effect of that. Not too sure how friendly he is with the power, so it does get difficult from time to time to lay down that throttle. No, it was a 3.3.
Yep.
You'd think from tier 4 that's a bit fast. I'm gonna go with no. I think you'll see some of the tier 1 guys do 2s, like
Low 2s, yeah.
2.1, 2.2. Tier 2, you probably see some mid 2s. Tier 3, high 2s, and then a low 3. Makes sense for tier 4, I would say. Again, like, it isn't like your normal racetrack where it's not gonna be like Singapore where it's like a 3-second gap between tier 1 to 6. But this is a very fast racetrack, and not a lot of places to gain that time that those esports drivers love to find.
It is a big league anyways, 6 tiers, so there's a lot of drivers, a lot of fast drivers in some tiers.
Absolutely. Yeah, it gets difficult to decipher, like, a lot of the tiers, and especially with how close there are, with how many tiers we have.
Looks like Mitch is gonna
becomes-
plan on a move on Ronnie in 4th place. Sorry for interrupting you there.
All good. For an on-track battle.
Oh, look at Caesar. Something's happening with Caesar.
Again. Yeah, Ronnie seems to be just struggling a little bit more than the rest at the moment for those tires. And now Mitch, from that 11th place starting position, the new tires on that car, those will be feeling really good right now compared to the rest of the field.
Caesar's letting everyone by.
Yeah, pulled off to the side, and he might be done for the day. Next time you'd expect him into the pits, but I'm not too sure. We'll see what his decision is on that.
Raptor, Axel Waldo.
Oh, yeah, for P8, Axel making moves. He's been one of the biggest movers, and Mitch going down the inside of Ronnie. Ronnie forced wide a little bit onto the exit curb, but keeps it just barely within control. And now Mitch up to 4th place. Still has that penalty though, so that could be costly towards the end of this one. That would be Wilka's first into the pit lane. So an undercut strategy from Wilka could be trying a 2-stop. We'll see his tire choice in a second here. You'll be able to see it on the left-hand side. And it'll be the hard tires, so the 1-stop. And he will be trying to get those all the way to the end of this one. Should be able to do so. But I think if you're going for the 1-stop, you want to try and get on those mediums if possible. Mediums always a little bit better than the hards. I think around here the hards, they just slide a little bit too much for my personal liking. Obviously other people's driving styles might suit a bit better. But maybe that undercut for Wilka would be the thing that gets him a bit farther up the order than where he was going to finish if he stuck to a normal strategy. Chunky snags into the pit lane now as well for the Mercedes team. And he will be going to the hard compound tire as well. So the bottom 4 cars have made one pit stop in this one. Caesar a lap down. Ron Swanson pit very early for the hards, and now Chunky and Wilka on brand new hard compound tire.
Oh, Mitch, no limit, going side by side.
Bit of contact, a little bit of lag as well involved.
Between both.
Oh, no limit pushed a bit wide. I don't know if it was ghosted on Mitch's screen. Could be a problem on Codemaster's end as well. You never know.
Yeah.
But Mitch is through, regardless, up to 3rd place, making a huge inroads on those tires.
Motorsport in the pits. I think he's also going to go for the hards.
Yeah, most of the guys now, if they're pitting, probably either the 2-stop or they're going for some hard compound tires to the end. Now, no limits fighting back down the inside of Mitch. Maybe trying to take out a bit of anger on the AlphaTauri team. Obviously, Mitch and Mitchy.
Oh, man.
Same exact name. So it could be the PTQL and Mitch looking for the move, but nothing into turn 4 happening just yet. A little farther back, looked like Adam was a bit closer.
Yeah.
To Frizy.
Frizy goes into the grass.
Ooh, here comes Adam down the inside. Adam capitalizes now into top 9 status on the medium tires as well. Again, I told you, might be one to watch towards the end of this one. We have some people pitting now. Mitch and Ronnie following Mitch in. And this, I'm gonna assume, is again for some hard compound tires. I just don't know if that's the right strategy.
Maybe it will benefit them in the end because the mediums do overheat the last 5 laps, I'd say, and people do really struggle. So we'll see what they think about this.
Yeah. The mediums, they're tough to get to the end, but the pace advantage you have in that middle stage of the race, it's huge.
Snags on Mitch, coming out of the pits.
So Snags has made an undercut work. Mitch trying to go back down the inside. Gets on the power a little bit too early with the overtake enabled as well. And down the inside he goes. Very, very late under brakes, and it's not going to work, unfortunately. Chunky Snags back through. Mitch very, very ambitious on that brake pedal.
Both Reptile and Mitchy and Limit in pits.
So top 3 pitting. Axel is going to stay out another one. Reptile goes mediums. So does Mitchy and No Limit. So those 3 looking very strong. Could see some punctures though towards the end of this one if they're not careful. Groggy also in the pit lane. And with Frizy for some medium compound tires. They'll come up behind some of the hard runners, but with the tire advantage, they should be able to get back to that train. Side by side with the Merc teammates now. No Limit out of the pit lane. Should be able to get ahead of Chunky with his better tires. And now to the outside comes Mitch. Again ambitious on the brakes, and he's got that one done. A great mover on the outside for Mitch.
That undercut could have been so beneficial, but I don't know. Just luck wasn't on Chunky's side.
And now passed by 2 people in about the span of 2 corners.
Yeah.
A pit exit and the corner. So going a bit backwards, but again, just got to keep it clean, keep it on the in between the white lines, and he should be able to get some positions towards the end of this one. Adam will take your race lead as he has not pit yet. Off his medium tire should be coming in. I would say another 5 or 6 laps or so if he's going to go onto soft tire to finish this one out.
Yep. Reptile on his teammate Titan.
and Titan's gonna let him on through. Titan also yet to make a pit stop in this one on the medium as well. He's about 5-6 seconds back from Adam, so Adam was able to get through some of the traffic a bit better than Titan at this stage of this race.
Waldo and Oregano for 10.
Final points position at the moment. Groggy's looking to try and take it around the outside. Can he make it work?
The straight line speed of Waldo there.
Yeah, Waldo very fast in the straight line, but can he hold it together in the corners? Groggy still all over the gearbox. And the dirty air is just going to wash his car out just a little bit too much for him to make a move. Not a great corner to make a move into anyway. Reptile, fastest lap now. And he's actually jumped Mitchie. I didn't even notice that.
He passed him right before the first stop. But, yeah,
Now-
Mitchie's on Titan.
Yeah, Mitchie on his teammate Titan. Not Mitchie's teammate, but Reptile's teammate.
Yes.
And Mitchie through will be 2 seconds now behind Reptile. Reptile closing in very quickly on Adam's aging mediums. That should be a pass for the lead relatively soon. We have car off. That's Groggy a little bit wide, as it might have been forced off by Waldo, not too sure. And a little bit ahead of them, it's now for Romeo and Haas going side by side. Axel moving up again in this race, making forward progress.
Yeah, his moves this race are incredible.
Check that quickly. Position change. Axel up only 2 positions at the moment. Adam, obviously, biggest mover at the moment. He's up 16. But Titan up 9 as well. And Mitch, obviously, started 11th. He's already up to 6 now, and 2 people ahead of him still yet to make a pit stop.
How much time do you lose in the pits? Do you know?
I think it's about 20 seconds. It's not a slow pit lane, but it's not a fast one either. It's not like Canada where you cut out the corners to pit.
Groggy and Waldo again in turn 3. They're still going side by
Again, these
side
two
to the
going at
exit.
it.
Yeah, Groggy has no DRS for both.
Must have been pretty much dead even at the detection point. And now here comes Waldo down the inside, contact on the side pods. Groggy on the track still, and that's a legal move. Waldo gets through.
Oh, what
And now here comes
what-
Groggy back down the
No!
inside. Just couldn't make it work.
Those curves
And
are deadly.
it was a bold move. I said before, it's not exactly a passing corner, but if you got the room and the other driver's willing to
You know, space.
yeah, well, if they're willing to recognize that you're on the racetrack with them, sometimes it can work.
That's no limit going on Titan now. Yeah, Titan's losing a lot of positions here from the overcut, sorry.
Oh,
what?
Ronnie out on the straight. In the middle of the straight.
I'm going on for. Oh my god, he's literally.
Holy cow.
What the? He's literally like the other side of the track.
Virtual safety car deployed, and you know, if we can get back around to the pit lane here, this really helps out. First place and 5th place at the moment. If they can get around to the pit lane to get any sort of benefit off this is about when their pit window is. Could Adam and Titan maybe take advantage of this?
Oh, Adam's not.
Adam
huh?
electing.
Stand
Oh, ooh, Axel drive through. No, Axel making so much progress in this
No.
one. Drive through penalty, and that'll relegate him towards the back of, and maybe his chance of points done. Groggy and Waldo through the final corner making contact.
Oh.
Still going side by side. Here comes Frizy now.
for wing damage from hitting the back of Groggy.
Frizy lost the right and play contact and goes around Groggy. I don't know how much more space he really could have given him, especially with Frizy's wing damage.
Yeah, just understeered into him. Underestimated the impact of that front wing damage.
And that might be Frizzy's chance of points now done. So 2 drivers losing a lot of spots. Axel is now to 12th. He still has a shot at it. If he could keep it clean on penalties as well, that would really help his case out. But, man. Adam now.
Will Adam stay on these mediums? Sorry.
It's all good. I was just about to say that to be
Yeah.
honest as well.
Yeah.
Adam's going a bit long on this stint, but so is Titan. Titan hasn't pitted yet either. So these two stretching it long, maybe hoping for that safety car to come out. And now Reptile.
Oh,
Adam
God.
thought he was going to the right. Reptile tried to go to the left. Might have picked up a track on a warning.
Oh,
and now, ooh, contact again.
This helps Mitchie so much. Look at him. He's sticking his front wing in.
Here comes Mitchie now. Mitchie to the, not to the inside
Not
of
to the
Broken
inside,
Reptile.
no. But he's surely
But he's
putting
right
some
there.
pressure. Yeah. Reptile, a lot of
Overtaking
frustration there.
Gauged.
Looks like Mitchie.
Can he go to the inside this time? I stuck the nose in there, made Reptile a little bit anxious on the turn in, but not close enough to get the whole car in there.
Yep. Adam's
'Cause
going to
otherwise
the
he was
pits
gonna
now, I
go
think.
around. Yeah, Adam pulls to the left,
Oh.
right hand side. Sorry. Oh, very sketchy pit lane exit or entry here. But the rule from the owners and the admins was follow that white line as best as you possibly can to know, let the cars around you know that you are pitting. You can't just fly it in, so everybody respecting that to their best of their ability.
Mitchie's on Reptile for the
Now.
lead.
Side by side hairpin time for Mitchie gets through on Reptile. Reptile, could he fight back with the DRS?
Both of them with no ERS at all, but Reptile's pulling. I don't think it's enough to go down the inside. Maybe he can replicate what Mitchie did the next couple corners. No, he's too far
No,
behind.
not close enough. Mitchie gets a great launch out of turn 4, I've noticed. And Reptile struggles a little bit on the power. And
Waldo and
side
Groggy
by
back
side
in
again, you've
yeah.
got to be kidding me. These guys are crazy. Waldo on the inside this time. Groggy trying to hang it around the outside. He kept the nose in there.
Oh!
Waldo left him the space, a bit of contact though. Still around the outside, and Groggy's made it work. What a move.
It was. These drivers give so much respect to each other. It's, of course, there's contact here and there, but overall, it's not dirty. It's just hard racing.
Yeah, these guys going at it, and it's awesome to see. Adam closing up to the back of them as well. Along with Wilka, he's on the hard tires, so it'll be a bit difficult for him to reel them in.
Adam on Wilka. On the softs, I think Adam's going to be unstoppable
Yeah,
on
should be
those
a relatively
softs,
easy one. He's got a good amount of battery as well compared to a lot of the field. So
This is going to be
Adam
a
looks
three-way
pretty
battle
good.
for P6 now. It's two Renaults
we'll
against
see.
a Racing Point, so
Yeah, I was gonna say that we'll see what the Renaults decide to do if Groggy wants to try and help out Adam in his quest to get to the top 5 maybe. But obviously team order is not really a thing in BRL. So obviously you can help out your teammate, you can strategize, you can tactically get some slipstream, but can't really pull over to the side and say, here you go, you can have a win. Request from chat, fastest lap. Went the wrong way. I'm on the wrong thing, oh man.
oh man.
Fastest lap, Reptile 106.1. Adam said a 106.3 on that last lap.
Oh!
You in
Adam
three
just touched the back
second.
of Waldo. He has front wing damage.
Adam's got right side
Oh,
damage.
God.
He'd be able to carry
Oh,
on.
what
Now
the-
Waldo's to the inside. He's got a speed boost from Adam. He's going to the outside now of Groggy. Still side by
Oh!
side, and this time it doesn't end well.
Okay.
That was bound to happen. Come on.
Oh, I mean, I don't know what was that by Yeah, Wado's just giving everyone space, make sure he doesn't crash, even though he's ghosted for some reason. But that's surely going to be investigated by the stewards. I mean, Groggy and Wado were battling so hard.
They were going at it for how many laps is that? That was I was like almost 15 laps.
But
and
Adam
unfortunately it had to come to an end.
Yeah.
Wado at 3 seconds as well. Adam on his teammate, side by side and through. Groggy doesn't put up too much of a fight. As what was that?
Oh, that's Chunky.
Oh, I heard that, and I was like, what is that? I couldn't catch it on the...
You heard that? Wait, what?
Angle. I heard it. I was on board with Adam, and I heard a crunch into a barrier, but I didn't see what it was.
I don't think he was in the barrier. He doesn't have wing damage. Just stupid Cody.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he does? Oh, my bad.
He's got at least orange damage on that thing. And Waldo gets through for 11th. That Williams should be able to get by as well. That would be ER10. But no safety car deployed.
Ten laps remaining.
Snags. 1 second on those. Or sorry, the front wing damage. That's going to be very annoying for him. Yeah, 10 to go now. This race is almost flying. It's almost flown by, sorry.
Yeah.
And what do you know? Back at it again. Mitchie trying to lead the way. And Reptile's trying to stop him. And Reptile's trying to get a second win in as many races.
Yeah, but he's leading the championship by 10 points from Titan. And last time I checked, I mean, Titan's not doing so well in 10th place. So, yeah, this is certainly helping Reptile, but surely he'd want a second win in a row.
Yeah, obviously, top 3 done very, very well as well to keep it penalty free. We'll see if that continues to be the case as we move on. It's going to be very difficult to keep it penalty free, I would assume, just because of the intensity that's going to be ramping up in these final couple of laps. To Renault's still very good day as well. All the battles for Groggy and Adams had a strong alternate strategy day. A bit stronger than expected, the medium to soft to go. But it seems to have paid off so far for Adam. If he could just keep it out of a barrier and not pick up any more wing damage than he's already got on that race car, should be alright. But again, we're talking about strategies as Ron 106 almost dead flat on that. Picks up your fastest lap. Strategies. This is about the time the mediums are gonna fall off. I think Mitch is definitely a bit too far back to catch the top 3. But Wilka in 7th looks he could be on to challenge Groggy. Wilka does not have any penalties to his name though, so he might want to just play it safe and pick up the positions at the end. But yeah, the hard tires are going to start to come into their own a little bit now, and the medium's going to fall off, might start to hit the 60-ish% range.
Ooh, Axel Walker for 7th.
Axel trying to get back to where he was, now trying for 7th place on the outside, and he's got ahead just before the corner. Nice move from Axel, and he's closed that off up to 7th after that drive-through penalty that he got. And now chasing down a top 5 would be an incredible recovery if he could get up to that top 5. Still so close. Adam cannot pull away with that damage, I believe.
Yeah.
It's really hurting him. Very
it's starting
close
to form
to
a
the
bit
back
of a train.
Wilka. Incan Raptor. could make a move on Wilka. Got the slipstream. Wilka all the way to the right, defending hard. Incan Raptor around the outside or into the hairpin.
Goes wide.
Oh, not too much room left, but luckily there's a lot of runoff room on the left-hand side, and now here comes Titan now trying to take advantage on the soft compound tire down the inside, and he's made a bit of contact at the apex. Wilka losing out the most out of all of that, but Titan now 2 positions in one corner. That'll be maybe, if there wasn't too much contact, could be an overtaking the weak submission.
Yeah. If Titan plays his cards right, if his pace is worthy enough, Adam with the 2-second, he could be up for P5, I'd say, if he's fast enough on those softs. It's a bit optimistic, but...
Yeah, a bit optimistic, I would say. Could maybe get there. Doesn't have much battery though. I think that's probably his main issue at the moment. He can't really slingshot himself up to the top guys there in that train, and now around the outside comes Incan Raptor trying to take advantage. Titan misses the apex, and he's gonna lose 2 positions that he just gained almost a lap ago.
I think that was illegal from Raptor, overtaking outside of the track.
A lot of controversy. Ooh, as Wilka misses the apex completely, and now Titan back up to 9th. But yeah, a lot of controversy, especially in real F1 about track limits and overtaking and all that great stuff we saw at Bahrain a couple weeks ago, and people are still talking about that on social media. It's not gone off my Twitter feed yet.
Frizzy's on Raw now, battle for 13th. He's on the inside.
And Axel as well.
Oh,
Axel for 6th. On the back of the 2 Renaults. Trying to grab a top 5 finish position on the racetrack. Not sure how it'll fall on penalties. I'll check that in a moment. Axel to the inside. Locks up a little bit to the inside of Groggy. Oh, what a snap of oversteer and a save by Axel to keep that in a straight line. But unfortunately has lost a bit of ground to the Renaults, and we'll have to do it all over again. Gonna quickly scan penalties. 3 seconds for Mitch in 4th, Adam 9, Groggy 6, Axel 6, Titan 6. So those 3 on 6. Incan Raptor has 14, Wilka only 3, Waldo 15, ER 10, might be able to snag a point out of this one. Currently 12th, he has none.
Yeah, we predict. Oh, that's Frizzy off.
Yeah, Frizzy, unfortunately, with the contact he had to turn 1, did not have the best race after that, obviously. I don't think anyone would be having the best race after that. So, fortunately for him, as we have more happening, Titan must have got either some contact or lost a car, dropping now down to 10th place.
3 laps remaining, and Reptile still cannot close the gap to Mitchie. I don't know if it's dirty air or something. Yeah, Frizzy retired. It could be the ERS, they're about the same, but...
Mitchie has a little bit less than Reptile at this stage. Reptile, I think, mainly just that confidence under brakes. Mitchie's got a bit more of that confidence. Reptile's got more flow, I would say. That's the difference between these 2 drivers at the moment. But we will see, because this could be very interesting now, because Reptile on the wheel, I know he's got that Fanatec at home, got a really nice setup, and Mitchie on that controller. Tire wear could come into it as well.
2 very different setups.
Very, very different setups. Both in the homeland of Australia, so far looking like an Australian's gonna win tonight in Austria. but we're not sure which one as of yet. Reptile all trying to get to the back of Mitchie now with just 3 more times around. And again, both of these trying to keep it clean on penalties. Mitchie, 2 warnings on his race. Reptile has also got 2 warnings, so 1 slip up from either of these 2, and it's game over.
Yeah, Mitchie with the
Tight
most
picks up
pressure,
victory.
though, I'd say. But he's handling it very well. I haven't seen a mistake from him in a few laps, so
As Adam's gone off. There's a lot happening
Oh,
here.
God.
Axel off the track. Adams was towards the inside of the racetrack. Groggy's got past the ball for P5. The 2 Renaults maintain 5th and 6th have now swapped positions. That wing damage is definitely going to be hurting Adam now as the softs are starting to go off a bit now. Here comes Axel. Can he get a move on? He might be trying, and now into turn number 9. Trying to get alongside. Has done so. Kept the room. Oh, contact. Adam didn't leave too much space. Both of them going way off the racetrack. Adam picking up a 3-second. And now Axel still behind. Adam somehow got DRS out of that chaos. Both of them running, it was like there was no corner cutting penalties enabled. And Adam is actually, they,
what?
stewards, good luck with that one.
Good. Yeah, put on all the work on the stewards today. There's been a few incidents. Yeah.
It was going good for Adam until that moment.
Yeah, he's had a very unlucky and poor season, I'd say. Reptile is still
Now.
7/10 away from Mitchie last lap, so he's certainly going to be pushing more than ever.
I think Axel might be getting a fat penalty because Skeppy has just come in the chat and said, wow. But now closing in.
Oh boy.
1 more, maybe 2 more opportunities for Reptile after this one. Can he get the power down compared to Mitchie? Mitchie just gets it down so well out of the hairpin, and that might be Reptile's chance. Done and dusted. Mitchie holding the lead. Can Reptile get anything on him? Can he force a mistake into Mitchie in the final 2 sectors of this one?
This is nail biting.
Mitchie keeps it, he's keeping it way far off that white line. Just make sure he gets it to the end. Reptile also trying to keep it clean. No Limit could capitalize if Reptile gets a penalty. No Limit would take home 2nd place, but unfortunately for Reptile, could not find a way through. It's going to be Mitchie taking it from pole to flag, and he will win here in Austria. Reptile finishing 2nd, and No Limit rounds out your podium, with Mitch coming from, big slide, coming from 11th place all the way up to 4th place. A great drive from him. Groggy Oregano is going to take home 5th place, a great top 5. Unfortunately, his teammate does not finish today. Axel is going to come home in 6th place. 7th place, that is. Wilka picks up a couple positions off penalties. Good job from him to keep it very clean all day. Does ER10 pick up a point? He'll pick up 2 points today, so ER10 consistent enough to take home 9th place today. But yeah, Axel's gonna come home 7th. Not too sure if that's gonna be staying after this one.
Wow, that was an incredible race. I mean, I'll invite them to the party.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Try and get some podium interviews going.
Top 3 don't
Yeah.
have penalties. That's insane.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow. I don't know if you will either.
You're gonna get top 3? What?
No, no, no. Definitely not getting top 3 tomorrow. I was saying probably definitely not getting no penalties tomorrow.
I haven't practiced too much for this track, so I'll see.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. I sent them the invite. I know Mitchie and Reptar are both gonna join. I don't know about No Limit.
Yeah, he didn't join the last time he was on the podium, so not too sure.
Yeah. So
we've got our top 2.
Oh, never mind. Okay. He's in.
He is here.
Woohoo.
Alrighty. It's gonna be Mitchie taking home the win. Reptile second, No Limit third. No Limit. I'll start with you. A bit of a quiet one after the contact from Mitchie at the helm at the race lead.
I just really don't understand that. I had the line, pretty much. Turns in on me, clips me, and for no reason. It just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. I don't know, I'm just kind of disappointed after that.
We'll see what they have to say about that.
I have a clip of it, just, I don't
that,
know, I just don't understand. But it's pathetic.
Yeah, let's try to keep it as calm as we can in here, but do we go to Reptile next?
I'll do one more. No Limit, it was relatively quiet after that, and for you, was it just trying to keep it penalty free, hoping those top 2 quiet as well?
I mean, the tires, they were fine, but I was just focusing on catching. Of course, my tires weren't going the distance. I had no gas, no energy, so I wasn't really worrying about a penalty, but just trying to keep my head up after what happened. Still, I don't know.
Congratulations on the podium at the end of it. And yeah, not too bad of one from you today. Next we'll go to Reptile. Fred, do you want to do him?
Yeah, Reptile, I mean, behind Mitchie the whole race, and in the end you couldn't overtake him for that lead. But yeah, how did you feel? I mean, were you just, how was your strategy? Staying behind him, and when did you plan to attack him? And yeah, let's just talk us through your race.
I know Mitchie's very fast around here, so I was planning on just sitting behind him and just seeing how it plays out, and then making a move late in the race. But unfortunately, I did take the lead before the pit stops, but then came across a slow-moving Renault on old tyres, which just absolutely killed me. So once he got back past, that was it. It was done. But congratulations, it was a great race. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun to watch as well from the top 2, and there was a lot around the midfield as well. A lot involving your teammate Titan as well. McLaren picking up good points as well for the constructors, so congratulations. P8 in the end, might be another position because Axel swiped that same Renault that you were talking about.
Good stuff, at least he's gotten the points, it's good.
Yeah.
Congratulations, and
Cheers.
Moving on, race winner. Richie again. Seems like every time you get pole, you just can't stay away from first place.
Yes. Got to follow up on question?
That's it. Kept it clean all day, no penalty from all the top 3, and how'd it go? Obviously got passed by Reptile, but how were you able to get that back in the end?
Luckily that Renault was in the way, really. That sounds quite a lot of time there. Just point out that into No Limit, well, he ghosted once his car came past. So, and he was lagging quite considerably the first 5 laps. So, there was really nothing much I could do. Ghosted, I'll be sure to show him after the race what happened. But yeah, so which is a shame because it looks like it's going to be a great battle, but. Look, nothing you can do when a car ghosts. You know, it happened last season in Japan when 2 cars ahead of me ghosted. So, you know, that's what happens when you are in a league with other countries. It happens. So, But
Did he
yeah,
ghost for
hold-
you? Oh, sorry.
when he literally when the Mercedes when his car comes through, it ghosts and I'm turning and it's ghosting. So there's nothing else I could have done. And I feel like if he didn't ghost, I don't think it would have been as much of contact that was probably on his screen. So yeah, but yeah, Montreal and Reptile tires were at 81% at the end. So yeah,
Jeez.
yeah. So very nerve-wracking at the end. It was
How much?
81.
Shit. Mine were fine. I was doing alright.
Of course they were.
Tires very marginal at the end then. Holy cow. For
was
your
praying for a
team,
blowout.
AlphaTauri. Oh yeah, that would have been interesting. If final 2 corners just pop.
Boom!
For AlphaTauri today, it was obviously you won, and then your teammate picking up P4 in the end from 11th on the grid. So
Yeah.
again, making strides in the constructors.
Yeah, he's doing really well, Mitch, and yeah, just keep going on and see what happens.
Next weekend, we have, if my app would like to cooperate, we have the UK. We've got Great Britain up next. I think that'll be an interesting one. Could be a bit of more DRS training, but hopefully we get some good battles there. Usually, sometimes it's easy to overtake back and forth around there, so hopefully we can see a bit of that. As for everything else, I think that is going to be pretty much it for our stream today. We got
You sound very
tiers 2
tentative
and
there,
1.
Rex.
Yeah, I was just making sure I had everything fixed. Trying the live stream stuff today. So.
That's done a great job,
It's
guys.
a bit-
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you guys. Tier 2 and 1 tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. And then 5 and 6 on Monday at Austria as well. And then we're headed off to Britain after next weekend. Thank you guys for watching. And that's going to be it from me and Coke Confetta. Thank you all.